Welcome to Days of War, another multiplayer World War II shooter looking to fill the gap in the current FPS market. It's been a long time since a big developer took the stage and offered up a historic shooter for gamers to play with, and right now some of the smaller players in the market are looking to capitalise on the growing want from fans for another World War II shooter. Days of War is being developed by Driven Arts for release on the PC, Xbox One and PS4, and is currently running on Kickstarter as part of their campaign to fund the final steps towards release. The devs have been making the game for nearly 2 years now, and simply by looking at some of the polish and extended features they have to show right here, it's easy to tell the time was well spent. The game is built on the Unreal Engine 4 using physically based rendering to give a really vivid experience of the World War that hasn't really been seen before. A 2016 based engine showing off some environments that we've only seen in black and white, and it really does look nice. From the gameplay in the background, it really does look like quite an achievement. Weapon models look extremely deep and true to life, and there's a really awesome shine to all of them as well, almost as if they're brand new. Not many games in the past have really been able to do that in a World War II setting, due to loads of technical restrictions. They've gone and created plenty of your iconic locations like war-torn, half-destroyed villages, lush forests, and even snow-covered countrysides. Everybody loves a snow map, and here it does look gorgeous. Now, we know the game looks the business, but how does it feel? And that's really hard to gauge considering no one but the developers has really played the game yet, but we can take the word of the developers and say they're looking to create a fast, quick reaction style environment, and despite the graphics, they say they're putting gameplay mechanics first. This is a really important point because there are plenty of games that come out nowadays that really do just focus on the graphical element and try and make the game look really good without really thinking about some of the underlying gameplay. It's nice to know here that the developers are saying to us they are concentrating on that gameplay. The really important stuff is coming first. Besides the main core of the game, the developers are looking to give the players more than just a set environment to play in. They're looking to build a modding community around this shooter. There's some gameplay in the background right now showing off some of the modding that's on offer, and it does look really comprehensive. You'll be able to fine-tune loads of different settings and objects, really being able to create the environments that you want to be playing in. It all looks very easy and modular, which is good news. Modding has this connotation that it is technically hard, but it seems the developers have gone out of their way to be able to make these mod tools as easy as possible to use. What this kind of tool means for the game is that post-launch content like DLC can be created by the people who are actually playing the game. We don't directly have to rely on developers creating something for us, we can just create it ourselves. We'll be able to design new game modes as well, which can really help rekindle the communities of games, especially if a good one is added in. And the developers have said they'll be drawing influence from mods that are created and porting them into the real game too, so adding some real polish if they really are that good. That does sound really cool. When are we likely to see this game out in the wild then? Well, according to the information that they have on their Kickstarter page, the developers are telling us that an alpha is scheduled for April 2016. That's just next month, so not far away at all, and a beta that's slated for June 2016 as well. I did mention at the start of this video that this game is in its final stages of development, which for people who like the look of this game, like me, is a good thing. Being able to test the game and get an input into certain changes is something that's becoming a big part of gaming development nowadays. Think of the community map project for Battlefield 4 and you'll get some kind of sense as to what this kind of testing is going to be like. The game is slated for a full release in late 2016 for the PC and then console release coming in 2017. But there are certain funding goals in the Kickstarter that state they could bring the game to consoles in 2016 if they receive enough funding. That funding will go towards hiring more staff so they can get the game ready quicker for the consoles. If you want to check out the Kickstarter page for more information, I've linked that down below. The game currently stands at $31,000 funding, with the goal stretching all the way up to $140,000. I will state though that there is no goal that has to be gotten to in order to get this funded. The game is already nearly complete, and the developers just need a little bit more funding to sort of fine-tune the game and bring it out on the platforms that they say they're going to bring the game out on. Just like my video that I did for Battalion 1944 though, this is a Kickstarter project, so if you put money in and the game isn't what you wanted or is completely different to what the developers are saying, then it was your own choice. I'm just directing you to the Kickstarter page. It's your choice whether you want to fund it or not. So there's your first look at Days of War, another World War II shooter coming to us really soon on the PC, Xbox One and PS4. I'm really excited for this game. In the final stages of development already, this game looks amazing. I just hope it lives up to the hype. It really seems like the developers know what they're doing here. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.